Green Forest presents Past Perfect.
And what's your name, son?
Well, I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you?
I'm Dave Shutton. I'm an investigative reporter who's on the road a lot, and I must say that in my day, we didn't talk that way to our elders.
Well, this is my day, and we do, sir. All right, we eat tonight.
Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3.
The newspapers wrote that Bart had caught a three-eyed fish.
Is a valid.
Marge!
Don't worry. My daughter's very bright, and I'm sure she'll be able to memorize your question by dinner time tomorrow.
And finally, Mr. Burns wants you to appear very affectionate to him.
Marge, get back in bed.
No, I'm just fine right here.
What's wrong? I just want to snuggle.
Well, I don't feel like snuggling.
What's that got to do with it?
I don't want to snuggle with anybody who's not letting me express myself.
Marge was irritated because Homer hadn't given her a chance to express herself before.
Him Thanksgiving dinner through a tube.
Hope they can fit a turkey in there.
Get on with you.
Homer, shouldn't you go pick up Grandpa?
Halftime, Marge. Halftime.
Ding dong. Here comes the cavalry.
Don't.
Homer, you promised to be nice to my sisters.
I know I will. Mwah. Hi, Selma. Mwah. Well, it's good to see you. Well, gotta pick up my old man. Bye.
So insincere. I don't know how she puts up with him.
Homer had promised to be nice to her sisters before Marge invited them. So, what's that? The past perfect tense in English is composed of two parts. The past tense of the verb to have, had, plus the past participle of the main verb. Example: had caught, had invited. In affirmative sentences, we put on the first position the subject, for example, I, he, she, it, we, they, you, plus had and the third form of the verb, caught. By the time Homer came to his work, his co-workers had eaten most of the donuts. In negative sentences, we put on the first position the subject, for example, I, he, she, it, we, they, you, plus negative form of the auxiliary verb hadn't, and third form of the verb caught. Marge was irritated because Homer hadn't given her a chance to express herself before. In questions, we put on the first position the auxiliary verb had, then the subject of the sentence, for example, I, he, she, it, we, they, you, and then the third form of the verb, caught.
Hey, Bart, stop it! Move it or lose it, Toots. Mom!
Now, just a minute. I'm sure there's room for both.
Bart, you're wrecking it! Let's go! I worked forever on this! I don't find anything. Just because I wrecked something she worked really hard on and I made her Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Lisa. Apology accepted.
Had Bart ever apologized before he wrecked Lisa's centerpiece? No, he hadn't. We use past perfect after such indicating words as before, Homer had promised to be nice to her sisters before Marge invited them. Indicating word after.
Thank you for watching Movie for a Dreary Afternoon.
Please stay tuned for a paid political announcement brought to you by the Friends of Montgomery Burns.
Burns, change the channel.
You change it.
No, you change it.
I changed it last week.
Fine, be a jerk. Then we'll just sit here and watch it.
After Burns had started his political campaign, Homer's father didn't want to watch Movie Channel. Indicating words by the time or by.
President's Day. What a ripoff. I bust my butt day in and day out.
You're late for work, Homer.
So, someone will punch in for me.
Try not to spill anything, Dad. Keep those mutants coming, Homer.
I'm muting you. Oh, man. Plain cake donuts. Thanks for taking all the fancies, guys. Why can't I ever get here on time?
By the time Homer came to his work, his co-workers had eaten most of the donuts. We use past perfect to talk about past action which was complete before some time in the past. Past perfect tense is used to make it clear that one event happened before another in the past. It does not matter which event is mentioned first. The tense makes it clear which one happened first. In these examples, event 1 is the first or earliest event, event 2 is the second or latest event. Let's try it together. Put the verb into the correct form, past perfect. Exercise 1. Choose the correct tense, past simple or past perfect. Exercise 2. Put the verbs in brackets into past simple or past perfect. Exercise 3.